NuubCast.
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, fellow noobs of all ages. Welcome to NuubCast. I am Blomus. This is a PvZ. And this is Antigua Shipyards. That's right, baby. Antigua Shipyards are players on this fine afternoon. Filster. Okay, works. Filster. The Red Zerg. His opponent, your friend and mine, Shadow Crone. Back again. It's been a while since we've heard from Shadow Crone. What can I say? Oh, Shadow Crone always sends in good games. Always fun to see his style, see what he's going to do in this PvZ on Antigua Shipyards. If you are new to NuubCast, welcome aboard. Thanks for joining us on this journey in StarCraft goodness and fun. If you are unfamiliar, we are all about promoting non-pro StarCraft 2 gameplay and shining the light on the noob, the non-pro, and just checking out. Well, my philosophy is that good games can happen at any level. I say this in almost every cast. I believe it wholeheartedly. You have proven it again and again as we see Shadow Crone going for the Forge Fast Expand here on Antigua Shipyard. Very popular build. Pretty much the standard build on this matchup on this map. Unless, of course, you're me, which I've said several times in recent casts. I'm still doing basically some form of a 3-gate expand or another with a robo. Basically, which is why I'm still in silver, and I'm verging on gold again. But you know, I go on swings of playing a lot for a week and then not playing for a month. So whatever skills I gather, I lose pretty much immediately. I recently went on a 19-2 run, won a lot of games, was playing all high golds, was basically assuming a promotion was coming, and then I didn't play for 3 weeks, and then I played again last couple nights ago and went like 1-8. So this is the life of a casual StarCraft player, which is now what I am. And being casual about a game has actually brought about several concerns. I don't know if that's the proper word on my part. Not really concerns. I still love this game. I just don't play as much, so it's we're gonna have to see how it affects my casting and basically my desire ultimately to continue going with the YouTube channel and everything else involved. I was just talking to one of the guys who submits a lot of games and who I cast often, and it's just I still love the game. I just don't. It's very time consuming to do what I do and put out videos every day, and you know, I never expected to make money or anything from doing this, but I'm at the point where I really have to consider how I'm using my time and whether it's really worth continuing to do this or not. I don't necessarily have any genuine aspirations of making a career of I don't think I'm good enough to make a career out of StarCraft commentary, and it's so saturated right now. It's probably one of the most competitive things right now, almost as competitive as playing the game is finding actual sustainable work commentating it, whether you're streaming or trying to make YouTube videos or whatever the case may be. Incredibly difficult. So all that being said, it's just letting you into some of what is passing through my mind recently, just in regards to the channel and keep things going. I might try to mix it up and do some other games. I don't know how that is going to affect anything. You know, I've been playing a lot of Tribes, but as I've said in recent casts, it's while it's extremely fun to play, very very hard to commentate just because of the nature of the game. But I don't know. We'll see. I might give that a try. Maybe there's some other games. If you have ideas for games that you would like to see covered by me, you know, thing is pretty much any game is going to have somebody else out there who's doing it. But if you have become accustomed to me, my voice, my style, and you would like to see me do cover other things or have other kinds of material on the channel, then I would love to hear from you. What that might be, what if you have ideas. Because while, you know, I still love this game, I definitely love gaming, I love playing different games, I don't really think I would do Let's Plays, because there's so many people that do that, but, you know, maybe that's something that people would be into. So anyway, anything you'd like to see, I would love to hear from you. I am open to changing the direction of the channel from being StarCraft only to other games, to multiple style of games. If you would like to see anything else, any kind of like a podcasting state of the game type of thing, I could try to coordinate something like that with some other noobs. Or, you know, who knows? I'm into anything, open to anything. So, would love to hear from you. But enough of that. Enough yammerage. Enough QQing the state of my own mind. And back to the game where we have Philster getting lots of roaches, getting up to that lair, picking up the rest of his gases, and we have Shadowcrone looking like he wants to put some pressure on here. Personally, I like to have this same composition, but instead of Zealots and Stalkers, I like Zealots and Sentries. For the main thing is you can cut off the reinforcements. Yeah, I would not move out into this many roaches with Zealots and Stalkers, because they will eat you alive, basically. I would want to have at least 5 or 6 sentries in this mix. And I think we're going to see Philster come in here and do some serious damage, and Shadowcrone, not really paying attention, going to lose some units, and he is going to be in a bad way here. He does have a sentry back at home with a few more stalkers, and he's going to need every one more than likely. These roaches are catching up, going to take down some of these zealots before they get back home, and we're going to have to see how it goes once he gets there. The zealots are going to sit there in the wall. We're going to see some force fields. Oh, pretty good. Okay, now the cannons are going to be able to go to work, and most of these roaches are going to die. But so are the zealots, and the question is, will Shadowcrone pursue? No, and good. He shouldn't. He's got a fair lead here, about 10 food. And we do have a spire going up for Philster. It's the only thing being made in the entire game right now. He's still got a proxy pylon, which is unknown, I believe, to his overlord. And he has no scouting information whatsoever what's happening in Shadowcrone's base. So I think that was the spire finishing and Muta's making. That was a really weird sound. Holy crap, that was scary. And Shadowcrone getting 4 more gates and a Stargate. Where's that Stargate? Here, and it's making a Void Ray. Shadowcrone needs to scout over here because he doesn't see anything that's happening either. So, and that is a lot of Mutalisks that just popped. Going to be very interesting. Plus, also getting +1. Third base is down for Philster. Shadowcrone knows about that. Zealot is going to die, though. And more Phoenix coming out now for Shadowcrone as well. Very interesting. decision here to go for the air, and the only reason he's doing that is because he has no idea that he's up against Mutalisks now, and I think it's going to be problematic when he finds out. I think the Zerg is going to have quite a nice surprise for him if he tries to engage. I wonder if what he's actually considering doing with the air units. Now finally has a robo out, going to try and do some scouting, no doubt. Oh, just whipped in a bunch of zealots. This is the problem with scouting, and now he knows. Now he knows he's up against Mutalisks, and I guarantee you there are 2 words going through Shadowcrone's mind right now, and they are "oh" and they are "shit." Because this is a lot of Mutalisks coming in. He does not have a ton of Stalkers. He's got a few, but certainly not enough to deal with this flock of Mutalisks. He's going to lose a lot of workers here, and his sending his Void Ray and these Phoenixes in to die, basically, to buy time for his Stalkers to get up there. But he's only got a few Stalkers. He's warped in 3. He's got 3 more coming in from this side. Sentries are coming up. Everything is going to die. He's focusing down this Nexus, and it is going down quickly. I'm surprised that he's actually running away, because he has enough Mutalisks to deal with most of this. Even with the Guardian Shield, he's going to be able to kill everything if he just hangs out and fights. But he's not going to do that. He's going to run away. And maybe it's a good idea. He's starting to get a little soft here with some of these mutas. No more mutas making here. He's actually not doing much of anything. He's getting +1 Carapace. He's already got +1 attack. And he's making roaches. And he does have 10 more Mutalisks coming out. So we are going to see basically a pure Muta ball here. And curious as to what Shadowcrone is going to do. He's going to get Twilight Council, which means he's going to get Blink. And he's probably only going to be making Stalkers from here on in. I think we can be reasonably assured of that. But he does have a +1 attack. He's going to need to get greater and greater attack upgrades. And, I mean, if he doesn't want to lose this, why not make a Fleet Beacon? Make Phoenix. Get that Phoenix range upgrade and try and hold it off, because he's going to need all the help he can get, because this is a continuing mass of Mutalisks. He's getting Templar, which is actually a good idea. 26 Mutalisks on the field right now. Templar Archives going down. He's probably going to get Storm, although Archons also very good against Mutalisks once they get into bulb. Their AoE is very effective against Mutalisks, and a couple of Archons, even with a Mutaball like this, you know, if they get off good shots, if they're clumped, a couple of Archons can take out this entire flock in the right circumstances. Now, what he might consider doing, well, it's not, well, I was about to talk about a situation that you can't really force. So, Storm going down, getting Chrono boosted. Blink, actually no Blink yet. I'm surprised about that. He's got plenty of gas and money. I'm surprised he's not getting Blink as well. He's going to need to get a 3rd if he wants to get out some good Templar production, and down goes the Nexus over here. Going to put up a couple cannons to guard against this gigantic Mutaball. Is he getting Overlord speed? Yeah. I wonder if he's going to look to do some Ling drops as well. That is a big flock of mutas, man. Getting a 4th hatch is Philister. Stop saying Phyllis. It's just Philster. But he's not saturated at all at his 3rd here, so I'm curious. And he's nearly mined out. He should be moving. I was going to say he should be moving them over. And here comes the big flock of mutas. Going to take out this hatch, this Nexus very quickly. Good cancel by Shadowcrone. And here come. Oh. Missing badly with these storms. Definitely not what you want to do. And now Philster going into the main and going to take out some structures. Going to kill these cannons very quickly. Killing some pylons. Going to unpower everything. And wow. Wow. All the pylons, killing all the pylons. Shadowcrone can't warp in anything now. No reinforcements. And now he can go and kill anything he wants, basically. Still a good deal of mutalisks there. I'm going to check the units tab. 36 mutas on the field. 62 zerglings. And 11 roaches. Shadowcrone very much behind here. He's 192 to 136 in the supply department. We're going to have to see some serious storms. Something drastic is going to have to happen for this to swing back in Shadowcrone's favor. I have no doubt that we will see something. We will see something. And he actually he is making more phoenixes. That is a fascinating development. He's got several queued up here. I am curious to see if we're going to see a fleet beacon and that range upgrade. I can't see making phoenixes against this many mutalisks unless you have that in mind to do. Infestation pit going down. We now have 46 mutalisks. 62. Now the problem with this many mutalisks is, again, having archons or storms when they're clumped up is going to be quite an issue. Yeah, he needs to have this third base up. It's an absolute must. Good idea warping in the High Templar, but you're going to be able to throw down a storm once these guys get in here. And wow, this is a huge attack. This is going to be the place where storms are going to be absolutely necessary to swing this momentum back in Shadowcrone's favor. He's got enough storms to do it, that's for sure. The Phoenix, I can't imagine really being of any help, except for scouting. Maybe he's going to be able to run out. And here comes the engagement. Zerglings getting a nice round. This is actually, he's placed his army perfectly. Oh my goodness, look at these mutalisks getting hit with so many storms. Oh my goodness, every mutalisk dying. Holy crap. Every mutalisk died. Everyone, plenty of storms to spare. Drones coming in here for an attack. That is unreal. What a huge momentum shift. Storms, the great equalizer. Unreal. Shadowcrone can basically walk into his enemy's base and stomp him. We have 20 mutas being made, but even 20 mutas is not going to be enough. Particularly since there are still a few storms left here. Actually, quite a few. We've got 2 storms, 2 storms, 2 storms, 2 storms, 1 storm. So we've got 9 storms available. So unless there's perfect micro happening here, and Filster he never saturated this base, so he's got no mining basically. He's got nothing mining here, and he lost a bunch of drones when in that attack. So he's definitely in trouble. He's trying to drone up now, and now these mutalisks are going to try and go and harass some more, but man. Wow, what a swing of momentum. The third base is up now. Now we're adding Archons to the mix, which is a very good idea. There's no Templar over here. I probably would want to leave one over here in this base. Wow, Filster choosing not to attack the main. He's going to go to where the Templar is and get hit with a storm, a second storm. And all of these mutalisks now very damaged, getting taken down, one-shotted by these cannons, and he is forced to run away. And now Shadowcrone, all he needs to do is go and attack. He is in great shape. The momentum has swung completely in his favor, and when he attacks, this will be an embarrassment. Filster, frankly, should be embarrassed. He had a huge force, and he got crushed. He didn't split his mutalisks at all during the attack. He clumped them up, didn't magic box them. He could have magic boxed them over top of Shadowcrone's units, and instead allowing them to clump. and basically paid the price. Phoenix are going to come in and see where the units are at. But again, Filster making the mistake of continuing to make Mutalisks, and now the Archons, you're going to see more storms going down, stacking storms. Actually, his own units, but look at these Archons just took down a butt ton of units between these two. 16 kills and 8 kills. And that takes care of the Mutaflock, and immediately Filster has left the game, obviously disgusted with himself, as he should be. And Shadowcrone doing just exactly what he needed to do. He was so far behind, and those storms on that huge flock of mutas right here in the middle, oh my goodness, over here. And I gotta give Shadowcrone credit for his army position. He was lined up here and here, so the Zerglings could only get a partial surround, so they weren't able to do a ton of damage, and it left the Mutalisks wide open here with nothing even underneath them or anything, and the storms were able to go down and crush. So nice job by Shadowcrone, bad job by Filster, mostly micro. If it's like, we talk about magic boxing your mutas against Thors, but you got to do it all the time. If you're not magic boxing your mutas all the time against basically every race, you're not doing it right. You need to be magic boxing mutas, unless you're doing specific harass and you are microing particular, for something specific, picking off buildings, picking off probes, things like that, and you're microing them, you want them clumped. That's different. But when you are basically 1Aing your units in, you've got to magic box your mutas. Got to do it every time. All right. Hope you enjoyed it. Good game. Thanks, Shadowcrone, for the rep. And keep climbing that ladder, guys. See you next time.